Welcome to His Scholars on trt Radio and Television. I'm Đức and I'll be your host for today's program. As we approach the end of October, what notable activities are taking place in Hue? Let's find out together. Updates on the cultural and artistic tourism events from the past week in the news. In I Love Hue, let's meet our friend from Italy, Fabio Cappiello, who has been dedicating his efforts to sustainable and responsible tourism projects in Hue. Finally, the beauty of Hue will conclude our program with stunning images of the Nhấn Gate in the imperial city of Hue. Hue Symphony, the Symphony of the Ancient Capital, an artistic program featuring a unique blend of Eastern and Western music, combining traditional culture with modern elements, was recently held at the Songhung Theater in Hue City, leaving many unforgettable emotions and impressions on the audience of the ancient capital.
The highlight of Hue Symphony, the Symphony of the Ancient Capital, was the unique combination of a symphony orchestra with traditional Vietnamese instruments. The pieces performed harmonized classical world music with traditional Vietnamese melodies, especially the distinctive tunes of Hue. Throughout 1 hour and 30 minutes, the artists guided the audience through a range of emotions with a program structured into 4 chapters. Chapter 1, The Meeting of East and West, opened with a grand and emotional performance blending the imperial court music of Hue with a symphony orchestra. Chapter 2, The Heroic Melodies of Bình, which brought to the audience stirring songs that echoed the heroic spirit of this land. Chapter 3, The Symphony of the Ancient Capital, inviting the audience into the world of traditional music of Hue. And the final chapter, Hue and Trinh, dedicated to honoring the timeless masterpieces of the talented Hue-born musician Trịnh Công Sơn. Hue Symphony, the Symphony of the Ancient Capital, was not just a successful concert, but also promises to become a new nighttime tourism product, attracting more visitors to Hue in the future.
At Trịnh Công Sơn Park, by the Gentle Hương River, the music night Trịnh Công Sơn and Áo Dài Fashion attracted a large crowd of locals and tourists. During the concert, the audience was immersed in the time-lapse songs of the late musician Trịnh Công Sơn, such as Mỗi ngày tôi chọn một niềm vui, Hãy yêu nhau đi, Diễm xưa, mưa hồng. They also had the opportunity to admire a fashion show featuring traditional Hue áo dài. The event aimed to promote the cultural values of Hue, raise awareness about ethics, lifestyle, and the unique customs of the region, all while fostering the development of the civilized urban lifestyle. Through this, it continued to honor, preserve, and promote the cultural values closely associated with the people of Hue. Recently, the Forest Protection Department, in collaboration with Choice Nonprofit Company Limited, launched the creative communication campaign Tourism with a Wild Meat.
This campaign is part of the project Enhancing Law Enforcement and Changing Consumption Behavior to Protect Biodiversity and Prevent Disease in Thừa Thiên Huế Province, funded by Wild Aid through Choice Nonprofit Company Limited. The campaign aims to encourage tourists visiting Hue, as well as the wider community, to refrain from consuming wild meat and using products derived from wildlife. It advocates for eco-friendly tourism practices that protect wildlife and respect the values of the ecosystem. Additionally, the campaign seeks to spread a sense of responsibility and love for nature to every individual, business, and community.
Traditional craft villages in Hue are not only the keepers of long-standing cultural values but also places that celebrate the unique culture of the ancient capital. However, maintaining production during harsh weather conditions, especially in the rainy season, is not an easy task. Despite the challenges posed by the weather, these traditional villages continue their production rhythm, preserving and promoting the distinctive cultural beauty of Hui. Having been attached to the Tuisan incense village for over 40 years, Miss Tuyet is accustomed to the fact that on rainy days, incense cannot be dried in the sun. Whenever it rains, she adjusts her methods, drying the incense under the eave or letting it dry naturally indoors. Although it takes more time, she remains dedicated to preserving the craft. As each bundle of incense presents her heartfelt devotion to traditional culture.
Thì tất cả mọi người đều bị ảnh hưởng. Trước tiên là dây chân hương đã, dây chân hương xuống.
Everyone is affected. First of all, the incense sticks lose color, becoming dull, dark, and dirty with soil, which causes a lot of damage. Because of that, they can't be used to make incense.
At Phukam Non La village, the rainy season has also made it much more difficult to dry the leaves, one of the important steps in the production process. Yet, the artisans here are constantly finding creative ways to protect their materials and maintain the quality of their products.
Nọn lạ mà mùa mưa là lạ hẳn thẳng bằng
Making nong la during the rainy season, the leaves are not as straight as in the sunny season, and it's also harder to buy because fewer people go into the forest to gather leaves. When I go to sell nong la at Domba Market, I wake up early in the morning to use a charcoal stove to warm and then straighten the leaves. Otherwise, traders at the market won't buy them.
The love for their craft, perseverance, and adaptability are the keys that help his traditional villagers overcome all obstacles. Thanks to this spirit, their products not only meet market demands but also play a vital role in preserving and promoting the unique cultural values of Hui, bringing the image of the ancient capital closer to friends around the world. Hui is known as the City of Gardens. In each of these gardens, countless fruits are cultivated and nurtured, providing nutritious ingredients for family meals. From the banana trees behind the house, people of Hui have created many rustic dishes that are deeply rooted in the flavors of their homeland.
From banana blossoms about to bloom to green bananas and even ripe bananas, all can be turned into delicious dishes. Banana blossoms can be used to make salads or added to soups. Green bananas can be braised with meat or cooked with shrimp in soup. Ripe bananas can be used to make sweet desserts, jams, or ice cream. The nutritional content of each banana is rich, bringing many health benefits. A variety of dishes offering different tastes for each meal with ingredients that are simple and readily available for your garden.
Hui is a beautiful, poetic city, rich with layers of culture and history waiting to be explored. It's wonderful to see that many international friends not only choose Hui as a place to live and work for a long time, but also wish to introduce its beauty and uniqueness to the world. Fabio Cappiello, an Italian gentleman, is one of those people, and he is a featured guest in this Isle of Hui. Born in Naples, Italy, one of the most beautiful and romantic port cities in Europe, Fabio Cappiello has been fascinated by Southeast Asia civilization since his high school years. He first knew about her over 10 years ago and has decided to settle in the city for the past 5 years because it is a place where he can close to nature and learn about the long-standing cultural and historical traditions.
Hue is a small city, it's a peaceful city, so will help me to connect better with myself, understanding better Vietnam, because it's still old and keeping the traditions. And also I have a best wish to introduce Hue all around the world, especially for people from my country, from Italy, because I also consider Hue my quê, my countryside in Vietnam.
Fabio's passion for responsible and community-based tourism brought him to Hue in 2012. Together with his colleagues, Fabio has developed and expanded tours that introduce the culture and spiritual values of Hue, ensuring that visitors will fall in love with the ancient capital and have unforgettable experiences in this beautiful city.
Because Hue at the same time is a land of spirituality and land of culture combined together. So for my tour is the perfect location to organize tour, the kind of tour I organize. At the beginning we do like a classic tour, and then when I discover more Hue, I found that Hue is perfect to do much more, much longer tours.
Khi làm việc với Fabio thì mình có thể cảm nhận được rằng là điều đầu tiên đó là Fabio có một niềm yêu mến và tình yêu dành cho Huế rất là nhiều. Đó cũng là lý do mà Fabio muốn phát triển những dự án của mình liên quan tới du lịch bền vững, du lịch có trách nhiệm tại Huế.
In Hue, Fabio chose to live in loving home, a serene place adorned with beautiful bougainvillea rooms. In this home, he truly enjoys rare moments of tranquility amidst the bustling life. Sipping a cup of good tea, reading a favorite book has become a daily habit for this Italian gentleman. Here, he also meets new friends with many interesting stories to share.
Anh rất là am hiểu về văn hóa Việt Nam và đặc biệt là văn hóa Huế, là một con người có một cái đời sống rất là tĩnh lặng và dễ thương. Nhiều lúc là anh còn trêu đùa tụi tôi bằng những cái câu nói mà rất là Huế và đáng yêu nữa.
Visiting local markets is a special hobby of Fabio's while in Hue. These gentle mornings have become something truly close and endearing during the days he spends in Hue.
The local market in Hue are very interesting for me because at the same time you can feel the vibes, the energy of the place, which is typical from all the market in Vietnam. But at the same time it's also peaceful, it's also calm. So this for me represent very well the soul and the spirit of Hue. Street sellers are very nice and very very smiling. It's very nice for me to see they work very hard. So they wake up very early in the morning, maybe they're coming from the countryside and just to earn not a lot of money, but it just take a little to make them smile. And this is very, very nice for me. So when I go to a market, I not just buy food, I also buy smiles and energy, and that's have no price.
For Fabio, Hue is a second home, a great love in his life. With this warmth and closeness, we thank Fabio for this effort and dedication to introducing Hue's tourism and culture to friends around the world. The imperial city of Hue has 4 entrance gates. Besides the main gate, Ngọ Môn, there are Nhấn Gate to the east, Trương Đức Gate to the west, and Hòa Bình Gate to the north. Among them, Nhấn Gate is one of the two gates adorned with porcelain mosaic art, a distinctive feature of Nguyễn Dynasty court aesthetics. In the beauty of it, let's explore the magnificent beauty of this gate.
Nhấn Gate is located on Đoàn Thị Điểm Street in Hue City. The name Nhấn signifies the idea of illuminating righteousness. In the past, it was an entrance to the imperial city, specifically for officials and male visitors. During the reign of Emperor Gia Long, Nhấn was constructed from wood, showcasing the early Nguyễn architectural style. By the time of Emperor Khai Định, the gate was completely rebuilt using brick and mortar, with decorative motifs make the porcelain pieces representing the signature style of the Khai Định period. Most of the outer walls are decorated with porcelain mosaic designs, featuring intricate patterns that are arranged densely but charmoniously, with balanced colors and composition, creating an opulent structure that blends with the surrounding natural scenery. Upon entering Nhấn Gate, visitor will encounter a pair of imposing black stone guardian lions flanking the structure. These figures are common in Vietnamese religious structures, from tombs to temples and shrines, taking on various forms, and can also be found within the imperial city. These figures symbolize good fortune and ward off evil spirits, reflecting the traditional belief system. They were chosen to represent cultural values and convey the authority of a dynasty.
The beautiful images of Nhấn Gate at the imperial city of Huế, with its symbols conveying deep meanings, have brought these Huế scholars to a close. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episodes. Goodbye.